Hello, my friends. I'm Michael. You're incredible. This is The Matrix. I just got done with a run, and something popped in my head. It was just an expression, a one-liner, and so I apologize in advance if this message isn't as clear-cut for you as I would like it to be. I don't really consider myself to be a YouTuber. I'm just a regular dude. So bear with me. This is just going to be a straight shot. I don't foresee myself editing just because when I try to do all the quick edits, that's not something that I'm passionate about. And so I make a bunch of videos for you guys that I think would be encouraging for so many people out there, but they just never see the light of day because it always gets stopped and chopped up in the editing process. So here's to just doing a straight shot with the hope that it falls upon your ears. But I was out running and it's 90 degrees out. And I've been running pretty consistently for the past 6 months or so. I've been looking to get back in better shape, and today I severely underestimated running while the sun was out. So typically, for your guys' awareness, I run at night, and I know some of you may say that's unsafe, but personally I feel very comfortable in my neighborhood, and so I run at night, and I always have the cover of shade, the cover of darkness. But today I decided, you know what, I want to be better about establishing consistent habits and patterns in my life. So I finished work, put on my shoes, stretched, and I got out there. Oh, yikes. Goodness gracious. Let me just make sure it's still recording. Okay, we should be good. This is a straight shot. This is what happens when you do a straight shot. But yeah, I just got out there. My goal was to run 8 miles. I'd run this one loop. It's 3.98 miles, and I was hoping to do it twice. And I figured, given the consistency that I've been approaching my runs with, I was going to be able to do it. So I get out there, set off, and my goal was to just keep an even, consistent heart rate. Felt really good. The first mile I had like a 7:25 pace, which was way faster than I anticipated, because normally I take off and I had the intention of setting a good time. Today I just wanted to keep my heart rate low. So it was about 7:25 for the first mile. Second mile, no problem. Felt really good internally. My legs weren't that tired. Got to about mile 3 and I was just dying, absolutely dying. The expression or the word that comes to mind is heat soaked. And I was thinking to myself, this must be what it feels like to be an engine under the hood of your car, have been turned on for the past 20 minutes, and to just be heat soaked. For those of you who don't understand engines, when an engine does become heat soaked in the air, it gets really, really hot. If your car is turbocharged, it prevents your engine from producing power because cold air is denser than hot air. And so you have a more efficient engine that performs better when you have cold air. So I just felt heat soaked. I was like, man, this is what it must feel like to be an engine under the hood of a car. Kept going, got to probably mile 3.1, dying. 3.2, dead. 3.3, baby. When I tell you, mentally in here, I was battling, like these were unprecedented levels of self-sympathetic thoughts, I guess you could say. And I got to mile probably about 3.7, and just for your awareness, that last 0.98 miles is uphill. So the first mile downhill, no problem. The second one starts going up. The third one is downhill, and then right when you get to that 3rd mile mark, it starts going uphill. So the last one is mentally challenging in the first place. It's always the most challenging mile because you're already tired and it's uphill. And so I'm approaching it. I'm going hard. I'm trying to keep myself up, optimistic. I'm just making sure my heart rate is good. I don't really feel a cramp. Typically when I run, I have lower back pains, and I think that's just because I arch my back or I have bad form. Which I know is awful. I'm working on all of these things little by little, just chipping away, trying to make myself better. But this last mile, when I tell you, dead, absolutely dead. But I got to the top of the hill, and this is probably when my thoughts were the worst. And also the most revealing. I had this thought, this realization, this all-encompassing understanding, my narrative. My narrative. What do I mean by that? I mean, I realized how much of my run, ever since I had started feeling heat soaked, was being ran for, was manifesting the narrative that I was gonna tell myself or Instagram or other people when I was done with the run. Now, some of you out there may be enlightened, so maybe you already know this, but I just had this moment where I'm like, oh my gosh, the past 2 miles subconsciously, I have literally been shaping the narrative of what I'm gonna say when I am done. What I am gonna tell people my time was, or how I was trying to keep my heart rate low, or fast forward to that first mile, how this person inspired me to push up from 3.98 miles to 8 miles, because I'm anticipating at that point having a pretty good time. How this person encouraged me to just get out there and go for it. How this person blah, blah, blah. And I realized, oh my goodness gracious. Over the course of this entire run, subconsciously, I have been shaping a narrative, and my run is literally manifesting that narrative. Like subconsciously. That is crazy. That's nuts. That's wild. And so it made me think, like, how much are you, how much am I in my everyday life? Not on a run, not when I'm pursuing my hobbies. How much of my everyday life is being shaped by this narrative that I'm going to tell people when I'm done? That's wild. Now, I don't know if you guys are in the same boat, and I would not even challenge, I would position for you to ask yourself, to really take a moment and think back on your day. Oh my gosh, like, what was I picturing myself telling other people about my day? When I was at my desk working, what was the narrative that I was shaping to tell my roommate the next time I saw them in the kitchen? To tell my wife? To explain to people how tired I was throughout the day? And could it be possible that that narrative that you are telling yourself without even realizing it is literally manifesting the energy that you feel, the love that you have, the gratitude that you experience, the abundance that your life every day in real time is being lived? I wonder. Now, I'm not a guru. I'm not here to tell you, you should do this, you should do that. I know we're in unprecedented times right now, given the whole COVID-19 situation. I recognize that a lot of people are struggling. Perhaps you even stumbled across this video because you're looking for a way out, because you're looking for some encouragement, someone to help lift you up out of that place. And I don't know if I can be that person. I don't know if I can encourage you with these words. But if there's one takeaway, or maybe two takeaways, no, I'm gonna go with one takeaway. One takeaway from this thought that I had while literally suffering, while literally dying, while literally like needing to pee, possibly even peeing on myself when I got done with the run. Like, baby, this was not a cute moment for me. This was not a good moment for your boy. But the one takeaway, the one thought that I had for you was, you are in control. You do have the power. You actually do have the power. It feels like you don't. It feels like things are happening to you and not for you, because all these processes and these scripts that are manifesting your everyday life are subconscious. You're not aware of them. So actually, subconsciously, you are shaping your world. But consciously, it feels like you're the recipient of the world shaping your life for you. You see what I'm saying? So as long as you become aware of those subconscious thoughts and those patterns that are literally dictating your life, running your life, that's when life begins. That's when freedom begins. That's when you start your path to abundance. Like literally, I'm discovering this for myself as I say it to you. And I've heard little bits and pieces, and I'm not saying this is the complete message. I'm sure I'm gonna look back in a week's time, 2 weeks' time, a month's time, and look back on this and be like, yo, I thought I had it figured out, and literally, I was just at the surface. I was just at the tip. That's probably the case. Once again, I am not here to say I got it figured out. I'm just a regular dude. I'm just a regular dude who was out on a run. But I wonder how much freedom, newfound freedom, newfound abundance, newfound gratitude, newfound appreciation and enthusiasm for life you would manifest if you realize that you do have the power. I know this was a straight shot. If you made it to the end, you're absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't have any more thoughts. I hope you guys found this message encouraging. Literally, just came to me while I was out on a run peeing on myself. Anyway, my name is Michael. You're incredible. And this is The Matrix. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.